it's been so long since I put a video out. There is my Series 2 LandRover project, which I'm supposed to be doing. There's a pile of parts on the back of it, and that's ready to go. But the trouble is that number 2's son is on holiday, and he's decided to drag this 1980s icon out of the shed and get it back on the road again. But it's needed an awful lot of work doing to it. And it's been clogging up my ramp now for ages. But it's getting near the end. We've had all new spark plugs. We've got new leads on the way. Like new distributor cap and rotor arm. New water pump, that was fun. Only 2 bolts snapped in there. What else have you done?
We've done all fluids and filters. We've sorted all the lights out, fog lights, reverse light, washer pump, window wipers, the horn.
It's also had new fuel pump, new fuel lines, and tomorrow we're going to take it for the MOT. So we're just doing the final checks, and when we went underneath we found this. Now the lifting pad here has been over there for the past week. We've been going up and down, and it was only today I just spotted that hole that was underneath there. Now to fix that, I can weld it up. If I put that jacking point over here, then I would be across the place I was working in. So I decided to jack it up off the edge of the sill here, and this happened. It's broken. It's got a hole in it. So it's not going to pass its MOT tomorrow, but we'll take it anyway, and we'll get a jobs list for anything else that needs doing. So Landy lovers, I realise that this kind of thing might not be your bag, but I've got to help him fix it, and if I'm going to do that, well, I might as well film it so you can watch. And just to keep you happy for now, I'm wearing a tie that's got LandRovers on it. Well, it's a lovely sunny day for an MOT fail. Well, let's go. So we've got no advisories. That's good.
So the good news is we've got no advisories. The bad news is we've got 7 major defects. So the major defects include service brake efficiency below requirements, parking brake efficiency below requirements. One of the indicators decided to stop working on our drive down to the test, and 4 relating to both side inner and outer sills, which the rigidity is significantly reduced.
So we've got some welding to do. That'll probably make you happy. First thing we've got to do is figure out how we can lift this vehicle up and hold it there, but we can't lift it up on the sills obviously because we've got to fix them. So we've got to figure that out. Alrighty, so we're underneath now. That's the pad there, and you could see how it was hiding that little hole. I couldn't see it. But now the MOT man's been along here with his little hammer like this. And he has found significant amounts of rust. That straight bit there is the plastic valance on the outside, so we've got to take that off and have a look. But this is the inner sill and the outer sill, and it's bad. Here there seems, can you see that smearing? I don't know whether that's been fixed and something, but we're going to get all that stripped off and we're going to see what's underneath. Now, when we come around to the same position on the other side, he didn't like this bit here, but you can see that's gone. That needs dealing with. And then the sills, well, that had an advisory on its last MOT, except the last MOT was extremely dubious to say the least. And then as we go along to the back, there's another hole just there. Oh, yeah. there's the inner sill there. So you can see that all the parts that I'm having to hold the vehicle up with are going to be compromised when we cut this sill out. So I'm just wondering if any of you can tell me how I hold this vehicle up in the air and take those sills out. Now I've got this cross member here, I can get axle stands onto that. And here at the front, well, there's the chassis there. So as I can get axle stands onto that there, and that'll get it up some way off the ground. Better than nothing. So that's it for now. I'm going to get those plastic valances off the outside of the sill there and have a look at the extent of the damage, and that'll be in the next video. For now, send me all your tips and tricks. Anyone who knows more than I do. I've never done sills on a car like this before, so I'm quite looking forward to it. But I'm sure that once we get into all this damage and this damage, we're going to find other stuff that needs doing as well. So that's going to be fun. So thanks for watching. See you next time.